Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our August 15th, 2025 graduation. It's a pleasure to be with you all. My name is Melissa Carney. I'm the Community Outreach and Graduate Support Manager here at Guiding Eyes for the Blind. With me, I have my 11-year-old guide dog. We've been a team for 9.5 years, my other half, Aaron. Today, we're celebrating a huge milestone for our students. This is our graduation ceremony. But for us as graduates, this is just the start of that journey. There are many more milestones to come. For some of our students, it's transitioning back to their college campuses or high schools, integrating guide dogs into their classes and day-to-day routines, extracurriculars. For some of our graduates, it's bringing a guide dog into their workplace for the first time, interacting with their employees, teaching about boundaries and educating about guide dogs. And for even more of us, it's about integrating a guide dog into a retirement routine, a recreational routine, whatever symbolizes our lives at this current moment in time. Guide dogs are a huge part of whatever transition we are facing next. And as we are approaching the bittersweet end of summer, it's important to take that time to reflect on what that transition means for our students and for our organization as a whole. So I want to celebrate the transitions that are to come and also acknowledge the milestones that have already been achieved. Many graduates would describe the 2 weeks of training as some of the most rewarding, but also some of the most challenging as you learn the ins and outs of how to bond with your guide dog, their personality quirks, the things that make you laugh so hard that you cry sometimes, how they cuddle with you, how they play, the different toys they like, how they wag their tail a certain way when you say their name. All of these beautiful, beautiful discoveries that we make as students and ultimately graduates within the first just couple weeks of learning to work together as a team. Not to mention, for our first-time handlers, learning the commands associated with working with a guide dog, trying to differentiate our lefts from our rights because we have to translate that information to the dog. When we say forward, that dog is going to take off completely. Being used to what that transition is like from a complete standstill and speeding up as if you're flying. Our students are also learning how to work with their guide dogs in cities, small towns, outdoors, indoors. Some of our students run with their guide dogs. So many milestones that they are achieving just in these first couple weeks. And these are just the first 2 weeks of their partnership. Imagine all that they can accomplish in the next couple months, in the next few years, the time that makes up the partnership of a guide dog team from graduation through retirement. It's remarkable to think about all the steps that each graduate takes to accomplish what they have already and how many more steps they have to go, how many more milestones they have to celebrate, how many occasions that they celebrate alongside their guide dogs, birthdays, career highs, and even the lows. But as graduates, all of those powerful, irreplaceable moments make up what is in front of you today, and that those are guide dog teams. So I want to wish a special congratulations to our students on what may feel like the end of a chapter, but also the beginning of your story as you build relationships with your guide dogs moving forward. I want to thank each of you for being here today and being part of that journey, however you've played a role, whether you were a puppy raiser, a donor, a member of our staff, whether you trained the dog. There are so many hands that play a part in this journey. There's so many puzzle pieces that have to come together to make it all possible. So thank you to all of you in the audience and watching virtually, joining us for this celebration and ultimately contributing to the success of all of our guide dog teams. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to Rebecca Cross.
Thank you, Melissa. Hi, folks, and congratulations to all of our amazing graduates and their new guide dogs. I apologize. My name's Rebecca Cross, and I have my guide dog, Kokomo, at my feet, who's been with me a couple of months and who's now flirting with all of your guide dogs. I apologize. Welcome to the real world. I'm kidding. No, we're really, really so excited for everybody. And I just wanted to take a quick moment to thank you to everybody who has made each of these teams possible through your financial contributions. We know that it takes hundreds of hands from all you incredible folks volunteering and working and donating. And I just wanted to recognize one of our teams because there was a special donation made to special name Paula, who is graduating today. And she was named by Mark and Yolanda Mandigers, who also have raised several guide dogs. And they named Paula after Mark's mother, who is 93 and very proud of Paula. So congratulations. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jess to thank our amazing raisers.
Good evening. My name is Jessica Walsh, and I'm a regional puppy specialist here at Guiding Eyes for the Blind. I work with all the East regions and provide administrative support to the regions and regional puppy instructors. I want to take a little moment to shout out Terry with Army, because about 9 years ago, because my lab is 9 years, that's when I first started raising, and that's when I met Terry when he came to our region, and it's one of the reasons why I still continue to raise. So it's a little bit of a full circle to see him here with Army. I also started working here about 6 years ago, and I got a letter from him that day as well when I first started on my first day. So it's great to see you, Terry. I didn't get to say hi to you, but we could talk after. I would also like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all the raisers. Without you, the incredible dogs graduating today would not have made it to this point. Before my current position, I used to work as a kennel tech here at the training school. As a result of that role, I'm lucky enough to have seen all the stages the pups have endured. It really brings it full circle to see a tiny 8-week-old puppy turn into a guide dog like the ones in front of us today. As a current raiser, I know the hours and commitment it takes. So I thank you for planning unique outings and keeping your puppy safe, altering your schedule to fit in a puppy and his or her needs, and so much more. Every puppy raiser is different, but the one thing you all have in common is the love and dedication you put into your puppy that you're raising. The dogs graduating today are the result of that love. I am incredibly grateful to be part of an organization where we have passionate, hardworking, and selfless volunteers like you. There's a quote I would like to share: "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." Margaret Mead. I wish the new graduating teams good luck on their new journey, and it's my honor to express great thanks from the puppy program to our raisers who are here in person. When I say your name, please stand up, and a Guiding Eyes staff member will meet you with your certificate. Lee Dillon for Army. The Bond family for Atticus. The Harvey family for Finnegan. Kathy Dyes for Mellon. And Kevin and Wendy Flynn for Paula. Do you have one more? Oh, and Marie Walsh for Mellon, sorry. would like to also announce the raisers who could not be here today, and if we could just hold the applause to the end. I have Kendall and Kyle Wittenbach for Finnegan, the Tamis Lindenberg family for Vega, the Kessel family for Vega, and that's it. I'm gonna pass the mic over to Dan.
Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I have the great honor to begin going over some of these individuals in front of you here today that will be graduating. First up, we have Terry. Terry has received Yellow Lab Army. Mike McDonald, Terry, is a very proud grandfather of two beautiful girls, Sydney and Jordan, ages 17 and 13. Terry enjoys composing music and playing piano. Stunningly beautiful, might I add, and there's a little surprise. He has been a worship leader and also had a nursing home ministry where he played the piano for the residents. Terry recently retired his first dog, Guiding Eyes, Mac, after working together for 8 years. He is very much looking forward to working with his new guide, Army, and creating new adventures for years to come. I thank you for your company, your stories, and resilience you have shown all of us. The warmth you share is greatly appreciated by everyone around you. Congratulations to you both. I'm looking forward to hearing about all the differences you make in your community every day with your new boy. Congratulations. Next to Terry, we have Mia and her new girl, Yellow Lab, Melon. Mia is from Pittsburgh, Kansas, and Melon is her very first guide dog. Mia is a senior in college at Pittsburgh State University in Kansas and is majoring in English with an emphasis on creative writing. She is most looking forward to showing Melon around her hometown and college campus. She's excited for her friends and family to meet Melon and start their own story together. Don't let either of these two fool you. Big things come in little sizes. One of the fastest walkers in our class, yet one of the easily settled dogs, Melon has been known to work hard and play hard. You will easily find her racing in the play area with all the other dogs trying to keep up with her. Whether it's in your dorm room or out in town, I can't wait to hear all your Zoomies that you both do. Congratulations to you both.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chrissy Petrano. I'm one of the senior GDMIs at Guiding Eyes for the Blind. I have the pleasure of working with two amazing people. The first is Lucas with his Black Lab Finnegan. Lucas have traveled to Guiding Eyes from Nebraska. Lucas is a senior in high school, and he has been matched with his very first guide dog. Lucas is looking forward to finishing the rest of his senior year with his buddy Finnegan by his side and starting their next chapter together as they head to college. I just have a quick, as you can look at Lucas, look at that sweet face. He's one of the funniest people I've worked with. I can't remember, someone being so funny, and he just kept us all entertained. When I handed him the leash the first time and he picked up the harness handle, he's used to walking with his head down because he has a cane. He's always worked with a cane. I handed him the leash. I'm gonna choke up. He lifted up his head and he had this big smile, like the Cheshire Cat, just this big, huge smile. And it was just amazing to see. So thank you for the raisers, and thank you, Lucas. You were an amazing young man. The next person I have the privilege of working with again. Next person, Miss Suzanne. Suzanne and I worked together. I did a home training with her with her last dog, so it was a pleasure to work with her. Suzanne has little Miss thing, Paula, Black Lab. Suzanne is from Lowell, Mass, and has been matched with a Black Lab female named Paula, as we all know. This is Suzanne's 9th guide dog. Woo! 9th dog. When Suzanne gets back to her home area, she looks forward to having many adventures with Paula around her city, as well as as well as at the nursing homes where she works as a hospice volunteer. Suzanne also looks forward to taking Paula to the gym and to the Boston area for some big city fun. Suzanne has been amazing through class, as always. She seems nice and quiet, but she also has a little under the breath remarks, but she's amazing. Most of all, she has been a huge help to the new clients and anybody giving them advice on how to use their guide dog. So I thank you for that. You were a big help in class as well. You're an amazing woman.
Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Tang. I'm a placement specialist at Guiding Eyes, and I also have the pleasure of working with these 5 teams in front of you. I was also the Diet Coke supplier for 3 of our students up here who share my joy in Diet Coke. Rolando was not one of those people who shared my joy in Diet Coke, but we did have a good time together. Rolando, Black Lab Atticus. Rolando is from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, and Atticus is his first guide dog. Rolando is a middle school history teacher, a marathon runner, and a soccer coach. Piecing life back together since losing most of his vision years ago has been a long and sometimes painful journey, but along the way, Rolando has learned that good companions can make even the most grueling trek feel like a stroll in the park. With his new companion Atticus, Rolando is ready to go farther than ever imagined, and at an extremely fast pace. Although Rolando is not officially part of our Running Guides program, he is on track to do so. I can tell you that every day following him at 5'2", he's 4.2 miles per hour. I did have to do a light jog. Again, with the Diet Coke, I got through it. I don't think Rolando had a single complaint any day. It was 95 degrees some day. We're out there every day. Everything was positive, and life has been really good the last 2 weeks with you 5. It was a pleasure working with you, Rolando. And you look good. Teams in front of you, we do have 1 graduating from our home training program. Also local in New York City. Her name is Sandra Saunders. I hope she's watching. She's a longtime guide dog handler working with her 5th guide dog. Vega, a Black Lab female, is her 2nd guide dog from Guiding Eyes for the Blind. After successfully completing her rigorous training in the bustling heart of New York City, Sandra and her guide dog Vega are a competent and inseparable team. They now navigate the city's unique challenges together, enjoying every new adventure as a well-practiced and devoted pair. This team was trained at home by GDMI Shannon Walsh, Senior Training Support Manager. Hi, Sandra. Congratulations. Dogs that are graduating today were trained by Chrissy Vetrano, Izzy Dulesky, Shannon Walsh, Alyssa David, Mick Delia, Ben Cawley, Mary Beth Totaro, and Karen Fellows. Now we'll turn it over to our graduates, and we're going to start with Suzanne.
It was about 3.5 decades ago when I first walked in the doors of Guiding Eyes, and a lot has changed over those years, but one thing remains the same, and it is that Guiding Eyes continues to be an organization that cares about students and that values independence and that gives us the tools that we need to give us the mobility tool of our choice, which is one of these wonderful dogs. I was thinking about all the hands that went into creating these dogs, the puppy raiser with their hands feeding and petting and loving, and the hands that take care of this building and that cook our food, and so many people who have worked together, the donors who have put out their hands and given so generously, and all of the various people who are involved in making this organization way more than just an organization. It's a family, and it has always been so important to me and continues to be. And I thank Wendy and Kevin and their family for making Paula into the mature and smart and spunky and fun little girl that she is. I look forward to many adventures with her, and I just thank all of you in my class for being so great, and looking forward to hearing about all of your success.
Yes.
Sorry. I would also like to thank the puppy raisers and the staff here at Guiding Eyes. I don't travel that much, and so when I got that call that I got to come here, I was kind of freaking out. And everyone just made it such a good experience. I would Chrissy, Dan, Michelle, you guys were always like cheering us on and making sure that we were just encouraged, and because things got crazy sometimes, and you guys were just like, just keep your heads up, keep going. And I would like to thank my class because we all got along so well, and that really helped make this experience what it was. And so thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Rolando. I did not expect to be feeling all these emotions suddenly, so I apologize. I told Luke I don't cry, but I might become a liar too. I just really want to thank, obviously, the Guiding Eyes organization from head to toe, like Suzanne was saying. Just coming here 2 weeks, we've been really taken very well care of, extremely well fed for some reason. So thanks to Rob, Peter, Patricio, who's from Guatemala, by the way, like I am. The night nurses, Kristen and Donna and Barbara in the daytime. I felt very comfortable, which is important because I was pretty nervous. You know, I didn't want to admit it to myself. I've never even owned a pet before. Obviously he's more than a pet, but I didn't know much about dogs, so I was expecting a lot of things. I knew I was going to learn a ton, which I did, thanks to our instructors, Chrissy and Dan. Entertained us while they educated us as a teacher. That's a special skill that they have, and only God knows what they were doing for the dogs and everything. I can't see them. So, and then they had 2 students. I got Michelle all to myself, which helped out a lot. She was keeping up with me every step of the way. I don't know what she's talking about. I could hear her breathing.
I didn't know I was
Let me know when you're ready, so I
Go on.
2 things that I did not expect though were the amazing, I guess, classmates that I was with. I was looking forward to coming here. It's always nice to get to spend time with people who are also visually impaired and blind. But I didn't anticipate just how special they would be for me. Lucas, Mia, the young guys, and then Terry and Lucas, the veterans. I was kind of in the middle, which I'm used to as a middle child. It's very bittersweet to leave. I want to stay, honestly. But I do get to take Atticus home with me, which is the second unexpected thing. I knew this would be a challenge. I knew Atticus was going to be amazing as he is. He blows me away every single day with all the things that he does. But what I didn't realize is how much it was going to change who I am. It's just my experience is that losing your vision is a very lonely feeling. I don't mind, figuring out my way with a cane. But anyway, Guiding Eyes needs to know that you're not just providing us with these amazing animals, guide dogs that will help us find our way through everything in life, but you're also providing us with companionship. And even right now, it's lonely sometimes not knowing. I don't know how many of you guys are looking at me now, but I feel his warmth in my foot. And I don't know, it's a good feeling. And it makes me very happy. So thank you.
Your turn. We got a little surprise for all y'all.
I don't think I was gonna.
Sorry, I have an escape artist, so I have to. Many a time, Terry, he's down the hall. Joe, thank you. I love hearing the stories. But the first one was my favorite because, Melissa pointed out that many of us will be going, or some of us will be going for retirement, and you should look at my hair and see who figured out who that was directed at. So, thank you, Melissa. Well, almost 9 years ago, when I was here at the school, it really dawned on me one night that how life was going to change for me. And the night before Dog Day, I love to write music, and I just sat down and probably wrote the easiest song I ever wrote in my life because it just, the truth was right in front of me. He was sitting, well, no, it was Dog Day, so he couldn't have been sitting next to me, but he sat next to me at a piano. I used to lead worship, and we did nursing home ministry, so Mac was always good, and other than running away every now and then. And I'm hoping it's not because of my voice, so, but the song is just very special, it always has been, and it's just about the journey, getting ready to be in front of me. As far as the classmates, I will admit, sometimes I didn't know they were talking about a hip-hop move, a group, or a new meal at a restaurant. And I sat there silent on, nodding my head, okay. And I was too ashamed to say, I had no idea what you're talking about. But they were great kids, and it was fun hanging out and learning. I can't tell you the lingo I learned, but I know I learned some things. So, again, this was written Dog Day, the night before Dog Day back in 2016 in December. It's called, I kept the school name, and it's called My Guiding Eyes. Take me to the place beyond where I could reach. Journeys once impossible now become so real, and I still cannot believe that you are finally mine, my companion and my faithful friend. You are my guiding eye. And take me past these walls that I built with my own fears. Journeys once uncertain now become so clear, and I still cannot believe that you are finally mine, my companion and my faithful friend. You are my guiding eye, and and I still can't believe that you are finally mine, my companion and my faithful friend, Army. You are my guiding eyes.
Good job, Terry.
Nice job.
We gotta show the specific way. There we go. All right, let's make this actually official now. So we're gonna hand out some graduation certificates to make it legitimate. First and foremost, starting on the left, is Terry and Army. Mia and Melon. Lucas and Finnegan. Dan and Paula. And Rolando. And Atticus. Congratulations to all of you. You guys have worked exceptionally well and very hard, and look at how far you guys have come in 2 weeks already. I'm excited for all of you, and with this, I'm going to pass it off with Melissa.
Best part about giving closing remarks is sometimes your fellow guide dog handlers say things so eloquently, you don't have to say anything at all. Enough said. I also can't generate nearly that amount of tears and smiles, and I think we all can agree that you should really come prepared to graduation with tissue boxes. If you didn't know that, now you know. But again, a huge congratulations to all these fantastic teams you see in front of you today, as well as our home training team. Thank you all for joining in this celebration and beautiful music performance. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Friday and have a great weekend.